All right, today we got the Davy Crockett right here. I'm going to show you guys how we remove the hopper assembly from the body of the grill and then how we put that back on there. So we have 2 bolts on both the left side and 2 bolts on the right side. I have a number 10 wrench. We're just going to loosen these up. Enough to where we can unthread them by hand. And then we'll grab the 2 on the other side. Let that leg come down, it'll make it a lot easier to get that second bolt. Alright, switch around to the other side over here. Same thing. Just going to loosen these up. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Loosen up, just be able to take these out by hand. Make sure you don't lose the washer. There's double washers on each one of these bolts. Make sure that you keep those intact. Alright, second one is out. So now we want to carefully pull this off. So I start by just wiggling it just a little bit. And again, it's the shell of the hopper here that's going to come off. So right about here, I'm maxed because my main wire harness coming in to the control board down below is stopping me from pulling any further. So I'm just going to very carefully pull off each one of these connections. So I have my thermistor probe plug, which has a little white spade right here that's connected to the control board. And then I have my main Molex. So all I'm doing is I'm just wiggling this a little bit back and forth. Again, you want to be careful with this. But there's no actually like press on this Molex. So it's just a press fit that's on there where you can just pull that off. But again, gentle is the key word here. Lastly, I have the adapter here where the 12 volt power supply goes in. So I have one spade right there. And then this is a bullet connection. And now I can fully release the hopper. And whether I need to do anything with my auger motor here or anything with a gasket, I could do that at that time. Otherwise, once I have my new hopper, I'm ready to put the hopper back on. Same process here. So we're just going to line this thing up with this bottom shelving. And then I'll first take this. Actually, you know what? Let me first get the bullet connection over here. And we're just making sure that we've got that pushed on as far as it goes. I got the spade connector right there. Okay, so that's nice and tight. Now I'm going to take the thermal sensing probe. Again, this just has 2 bars right here. See, it's pretty simple. So we just have the port. This one actually does have a little clip right here. So again, we're just lining that on. We don't have a ton of room to work with. So that goes the other way. Just like that. And you'll feel it kind of snap in, and I always just give it a little tug just to make sure that it's good. And then lastly here, we've got to get that wire harness back in there on those pins, which again, it's tight, but I can line it up. And again, same thing, you'll feel that lock into place. I know it's a little difficult to see, but you can see that everything is nice and locked in. Nothing is forced, and now we're just going to, again, you'll see the flange of that hopper on the outside of there. And as I wiggle it, you'll see our holes start to line up there. Just like that. And so, again, I'm just keeping one hand on it. I want to get those bolts started. And we'll get the other one started over here too. And then we'll get them in the other side before we tighten anything down. Easier if the leg is down. whenever you're doing maintenance or routine cleaning, you always just want to make it as easy on yourself as you can. So sometimes, take a look at things before you get started, and obviously our little helpful videos here could hopefully guide you along the process. But no reason to crank these down, just snugging them up. Just like that. And we'll tighten two on the opposite side. Nice and snug. And nice and snug. That's it, everything is secure. That is how you replace the hopper assembly on a Davy Crockett Green Mountain Grill. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you soon for another how-to video from Mr. Pellethead.